insane in the membrane since them days where we raved for 3 days and 4 nights and took them red-eye flights, hot straight off the plane and through the back door of the place. Then I head down stage, they be like, see the crowd going air, they be like, so I step down stage, they be like, ooh, yeah. See the crowd going air, they be like, ooh, yeah. Crazy and courageous, raised by some Zulu lions, taught to seek dangers, brave and defiant, boy, the Lord was doing favors, blaze through the fire, yeah, we had a few, lost a few wages, still coming rampant, misbehaving, flavors, still coming anti-up, rebelling with my ravers, still don't give a about who be the latest, can't be locked up in them cages, start living up to what the you think it is.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to Cleveland Browns Stadium on the shores of Lake Erie. Today, we've got a Week 13 matchup for you here, as it'll be the Las Vegas Raiders taking on the Cleveland Browns. The calendar has turned to December, and we're in the home stretch now as we're underway in Week 13. Now McCoy. And the Raiders have got him. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. A situation they'll certainly want to avoid going forward. An early second and long they're facing. Here's McCoy. They'll check this one down to Pacheco. A good pickup there, 13 yards as they get closer for third down.
And I like the idea here. Get the ball in his hands, even if it's in the passing game. 3 catches a week ago, and he does a nice job here to pick up yardage.
They'll try for the first with Pacheco. A third down gain of 3 yards, and that'll be enough. The Browns had a woeful 2-9 on the year. Well, they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
You look at this Raiders defense. They've been pretty good against the pass. Not amazing, but good. Number 13 in the league.
And the easy thought process is that stopping the run is the least of their problems because they're facing the #1 passing team in the NFL. But if they don't stop the run as well, then that just opens up the passing game even more. They've got to do both.
And he'll go right back to Moore. Complete again. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that, you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch. Now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to put that first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So here's a 1st and 10 now in Raider territory at the 37-yard line. Again, he'll drop to throw. Into a sea of defenders and intercepted. And he takes this one back into the end zone, and the Raider defense delivers a score. Well, CD, these two teams barely off the buses, and this defense already has a sack and now the interception and the pick 6 to take the lead.
Partner, you'd have to think that this was part of their game plan coming in because they wanted to embrace an aggressive mindset and attack on defense. They were trying to force that quick miscue, and I would say their plan worked to perfection.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Browns drive about to get started. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick six, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick six and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
And he's going to be brought down here in the backfield. Bilal Nichols in there to take him down. Not the start to this one that any quarterback would want or envision. Remember, he had the pick six, and here he ends up on his backside.
Yeah, and you have to wonder to yourself, okay, after throwing the pick six, did he get too careful with the football and not deliver downfield and take that sack? They've got to make sure that he's really into this game.
Going quickly out wide to Moore. Zero hesitation that time. That was get ball, throw ball.
Yeah, turn into a smoke route. If you see the coverage off the receiver, doesn't matter whether you call it a run or not. Just take the ball, get it out to it.
Here's 3rd and 7. Back to throw. McCoy is going to fire one deep over the middle. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. Jacorian Bennett has it. And a great return here gets us one all the way down to the 26-yard line.
Well, it's not the first time we've seen him give one up here during his rookie season. And in this case, zone coverage forced the mistake. He's made some strides week to week in how he's handling the different type of coverages that he's seeing. But clearly, there's some growing still to do.
After the interception, here's Watson. Flushed out right. And he wisely will throw that one away.
They started this drive backed up against the wall by the turnover. But I love their fight. Planted their feet and forced the incompletion on first down.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. This defense for the Browns, they were very strong in the win last week over the Giants.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions.
And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Josh Jacobs. His 19th touchdown now on the season. And the Raiders go up by 2 touchdowns. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And that'll make the score 14-0. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. And job one here, Charles, just keep possession of the football. 2 drives, 2 turnovers to this point.
You're exactly right, Doctor. Hippocratic oath. First, do no.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Inside the 20. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. Isaiah Pacheco. His 11th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Browns are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6. Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make our score 14-7. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Now we'll play fake, and it's Watson. He gets this to Devontae Adams. And they get him down but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. An excellent way to start the drive there, 18 yards. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Here's Jacobs from the gun. And a pretty athletic run right there as he's going to get this down inside the 40. Another 1st down, this time on a gain of 19. So they go pass, now they go run, and 2 plays resulting in really nice pickups.
Certainly sounds like a 50-50 deal, doesn't it? Sounds like great balance. Well, you know what?
Oh, the ball is out. Watson lost it. And this is picked up by the Browns. The big fella. And they will finally put it into the return, but not until he takes it back all the way inside the 10-yard line. Always fun to watch a big boy pick it up and go. He may need a little oxygen on it. He may need a lot of oxygen on the sideline.
Not only that, how about you and me trying to balance ourselves up here?
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Tyree Wilson. It'll go as a loss of about 8 as he gets in there to drop him. And that is the 3rd sack this offensive line has allowed this first quarter.
Man, that puts him on pace. Let me do the rudimentary math here. To be sacked 12 times in a game, I know he's not going to go for that. I wonder if it's going to reshape what they decide to do on offense in terms of play calling.
Well, I can tell you what, when he popped up, shaking his head, frustrated right now behind center.
I know conventional wisdom says, hey, don't get it all back in one play. But sometimes you go ahead and try to. They tried to get it all back on that one. Weren't able to do so.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. He'll drop this off to Pacheco. And now they're inside the 10 as he's brought down at the 9. That one good for only 6, and it leaves him with a 4th down.
Well, there certainly was a lot going on that play. Every option in the end zone covered. No place to go with the ball. Had to swing it out to the back. A good job running and getting him tackled in the open field.
And here's another interception, the 3rd of this first quarter. Picked off by the Honey Badger, Tyrann Mathieu. And the Raiders are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. Through one quarter, 14-7 our score. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They currently sit 1 game over 500 thanks to their victory a week ago. Yeah, Charles, they've been really an up-and-down team all year. Do you think that they have enough to get into the playoffs?
Well, you did mention they've been up and down all year, so to me, it depends on what week you catch them. When they're at their best, I think they're definitely playoff worthy. But to me, they haven't been able to bring the intensity week in and week out, and that could be their Achilles heel.
And he's going to be taken down shy of the 10, right around the 9-yard line. Just a yard there, so it brings up a 3rd and 12. Let's see what they have drawn up here. A little bit behind the line, 12 yards needed to gain a 1st down. And he's going to be brought down back at his own 6-yard line. Here's A.J. Cole now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. And he gets this away, and look at this. This is a good one. They'll call that a 61-yard punt. He got all of that one. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. The Browns drive about to get started. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because his confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
On 1st down, they go back to Pacheco. And great blocking downfield as he's got this almost to the 35-yard line. 122 yards rushing for him so far as his terrific season continues here. Now a play fake here on 1st down. And this one incomplete. Threw it down at the feet of his receiver.
Offense was moving it a little bit, had them back on their heels, but they earned a brief pause by forcing the incompletion. That gives them a quick chance to regroup and try and mount a stand before they're backed up even further.
The second down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. A misconnection there. He's hit on just 50% of his passes thus far. That's not where you want to be.
Now you see the evolution of the game. You go back to the quarterbacks of old, 50% would be terrific because they threw the ball downfield almost every time they threw it. Now,
and the defense loses him. It's complete. Touchdown, Browns. A great play there. 36 yards. And the Browns are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. Extra point right down the middle, and we are tied at 14. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. And that 14-0 lead to begin the ball game, well, that's gone now. Time to regroup.
I think even up 2 touchdowns, they knew this wasn't going to be a walk in the park, and I think that's why we would see the head coach going up and down the sidelines telling his team, let's stay with it, let's keep going. It's almost like he knew they were going to make their run at him, and they have. As you said, let's see if they can regroup and get going again.
Well, they had the run for no gain. Now they'll try again from the 25 on 2nd and 10. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
And there was some of the downsides of blitzing during the run down because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
3rd down and 1. Try to run for it with Jacobs. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
I think I saw a lot of shoulders just drop there. And what I mean by that is they finally were able to relax a little bit because that was an important play call. They needed to pick up that first down at this stage of the game.
Yeah, couldn't afford another quick drive. And oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And the Browns are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. The Cleveland offense ready to go. They've got momentum on their side. They were once down 14-0. Now it's even at 14 as they look to put together a drive to get them the lead. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And they work this well upfield across the 35. That one good for 20 on the catch and run.
They certainly made a point of getting him involved in the passing game here in the first half. They must have seen something in the scouting that said, hey, we can capitalize on him getting the ball possibly in the open field. And I think in the second half, that may loosen up the defense a little.
And all the way in. Touchdown. Cleveland. A big play there. His 21st touchdown of the season. And the Browns have taken the lead. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead is now 21-14. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. He will return this from deep in the end zone. Oh, good return up past the 30. Still going. One man to beat. And he will score. Touchdown, Raiders. It's been a back-and-forth game, a lot of points on the board, and that return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Now, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone. But just like in boxing, you know the blow that hurts the most? The one you didn't see coming, and that often is the case when it comes in special teams.
A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Browns drive about to get started. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. A reminder that coming up in 2 minutes' time, we'll check in with Jonathan Coachman from Orlando. He'll have highlights and analysis of this first half of play. On third down, it's Pacheco. And he's going to have a Browns first down as the tackle made at about the 43-yard line. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out and give the ball right back. They avoided that.
Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him.
And this is caught inside the 5. Touchdown. A great effort there. His second touchdown here in this first half. And the Browns have moved out in front. Extra point splits the uprights, and they will take a 7-point lead. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, they go with Jacobs again. And he's going to take this across the 50 into Browns territory. 56 yards rushing for him now in the ball game.
I know the toss play begins with the guy taking the snap and turning around and tossing it to the runner. But where the real intrigue is, can they seal the edge? Whether it's an offensive tackle or a tight end in the direction they want to run the football. If they do that, that's the result that you get, that type of a game. If they don't, oftentimes it's not very successful.
They tried to throw on second down, unsuccessful. Now it's 3rd and 1. He finds his man, complete. That's Jacobs. The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go in the first half. The offense here not budging. They're going to fight for it on 4th and inches. Oh, looked like they got someone to jump there. And if that's the case, this will be a first down. A lack of discipline defensively on 4th down, and now that leads to a 1st and 10. Now Watson. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And he's just across midfield and down at the 39-yard line. On first down, McCoy. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll stop it with 17 seconds to go in this first half of action. Sacks, a growing theme in this first half. This is 2nd and long. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Short completion, just 4 yards. And they're going to face an uphill battle here on 3rd and long. That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gunn, getting set for quarter number 3 here. Both these offenses have been in fine form. What will the second half bring us as we are underway in quarter 3? And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
Well, Charles, in that first half, we saw a fair amount of offense on both sides of the football, and now the team trailing here will start with it in the third quarter.
And we both know this coach pretty darn well, don't we? Because his game planning is always on point. And now that he's getting the ball to start the second half, how about all the offense that you already referenced in the first half? He'll put that all together and come out with something really strong, I believe, to get things going here in the third quarter.
Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. They'll have to deal with a 2nd and 14 now after the loss. From the 50, it's Watson. All in all, no gain on the play. That'll bring up third.
He certainly did his best to find something down that road, but there just wasn't enough time to make it happen. Nice effort there, holding the sack and getting back to the line of scrimmage. That one certainly could have ended up worse.
3rd and long, it's Watson. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
And a bit of a mistake there. This is well into the end zone for a touchback. The Cleveland offense ready to go. We've got a close game. The offense has played well, but right now they've got to keep their foot on the gas.
And that carries with it an extra bit of pressure, doesn't it? As much fun as they're having right now, they're locked in, really clicking on all cylinders. They also know that they ever miss a chance to put points on the board, they've actually put their team in jeopardy. And that's not how you want to play the game. It's supposed to be complementary football. Offense, defense, but today it's all offense for them.
Yeah, they've been playing with a sense of urgency. It's probably going to need to continue.
And this is incomplete. Oh, it looked like he had a pretty good line on that one. That would have been a big play, but he could not pull it in. Now a 2nd and 10. Pacheco gets it up the gut. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. Pretty good little two-play sequence there. You force the incompletion, then a very short pickup.
Yeah, now maybe you bring in an extra defensive back or two because you want to try and defend on 3rd down. They like to play those nickel or sub packages, don't they?
Open man left side. Shaheed has it.
And this won't be enough. A good secure tackle, and they stop him a few yards shy at the 46. So the completion good for 7 there. And that'll bring up 4th down. And he's over 100 yards now after that last catch. Already, of course, leading the NFL in receiving yardage.
So he's done nothing at all to hurt his cause to stay in that spot. But I've been so impressed with how...
There he goes left side. He's to the 15. And all the way down to the 5. Well, 1st and goal, and defensively, all they can do is shake their heads. Not only did they allow the conversion, but a big play as well.
They'll run here with Pacheco.
And he takes this one in for the Browns.
Isaiah Pacheco.
His 2nd touchdown of the afternoon.
And the Browns are able to extend their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And the lead now up to 14. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And he won't get this to the 20-yard line as he's down at the 19. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Over on the sideline, hoping to hit that reset button between possessions. Last time out, they had to punt it away. This time, hoping to finish this thing off in the end zone. That's going to be taken in by Downs.
And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A really good pickup of 28 yards. Off of play action, it's Watson.
And now Watson throws another interception.
So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
They'll start the drive here with Pacheco.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time.
Wow, 213 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon.
Still a few inches short of a first down as they come up now on 2nd down. Off the play fake. McCoy. And down he goes. Brought down a Raiders sack. Max Crosby racking up sack number 12 for him on the year.
3rd down and 13.
Operating from the gun. McCoy.
Throw right side here going to be incomplete.
Nice call by the defense there on 3rd down. Just flood the field with extra defensive backs in their dime package. Nowhere to go with the football. Forces the incompletion.
And he didn't quite have the backspin on that one. It hits at the 4 and continues into the end zone. It's a touchback. The Raider offense set to get this drive started.
So now, Charles, this drive maybe a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, to me, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you call, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still with it, and how you continue to win.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
That's why it's Cleveland crowd. The dog pound in particular make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
From the gun, here's Watson. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. Here's A.J. Cole now, standing just outside his own goal line. And this is away. It's a high kick, and he got all of it. Officially, that'll be a 63-yard punt. Well done.
And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started. This is sort of what you would call a put-away drive. As they score here, especially a touchdown, it's almost out of reach.
It certainly feels that way, and I think that they're going to call their plays accordingly because what you really want to do, even though you know the scoreboard is still up there and the game's going to go on, you feel like you can take the spirit away from another team, that their drive and will to come back and win can be taken with another score right here.
It's still 3rd quarter, but you just get that feel.
Yeah, they're teetering right there on the brink, aren't they?
And he's going to get 7 out of this before being taken down at the 27.
And a lot of times, these plays, they either go for nothing or they go for big yardage. And here, they got to the outside, turned it upfield, and ended up getting a nice little gain out of it.
From the gun on 3rd down, McCoy. And he is caught.
They'll have the 1st down and more than that. Down to the 10.
And all the way in. Touchdown. Here so far.
And the Browns take a 3-touchdown lead.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 3 touchdowns at 21. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away.
And this will be returned from deep in the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive.
I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Blitz coming, and down he goes. It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up 2nd. On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he'll be taken down after a minimal pickup, and that will take us to the end of quarter number 3. So they'll get a little extra time to come up with his third down play as we played 3 quarters. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Out of the gun, Watson. And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today.
Down the right sideline.
And he takes this one back into the end zone. And the Browns defense has a touchdown. Now the try here for the point after. And that'll increase their lead to 28.
Makes the score Browns 49, Raiders 21.
So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Where we stand right now in the 4th quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And they went the wrong way there, losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. A loss on that play, and now 3rd down gets tougher, 3rd and 6. They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs, and he will have the 1st down as he's brought down up near midfield.
And even 100 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Now a give to Jacobs running right.
Well, they nearly sprung him that time as he takes this all the way down to the 37.
14 yards is the pickup there at a Raider 1st. All runs on this drive so far. It's 1st and 10. They'll try the air now with Watson. And the Browns pressure gets to him that time, and he's going to go down.
Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss.
They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. That'll get a little bit back, give him 5 on the run, and they'll be left with a 3rd and 13.
Not too many offenses want to turn down long drives, but when you're down what they are, they've got to pay it off with some points.
Boy, and now they can't even get a play off.
Well, you got to think, Charles, that one's on the quarterback as everybody was up at the line of scrimmage. He just didn't call for the snap in time.
Yeah, I think he needs a little bit better awareness out there because you got to know when the clock's in single digits and either snap it or get a timeout called if you have one.
A loss of 8 on the play, and it brings up 4th.
I'm not quite sure they got the spark that they wanted on 3rd down. In fact, I think they gave that spark to their opponent instead because that big stop has galvanized the sideline, and it starts their offense out with some momentum.
Desperation time. Watson on 4th down. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. The Raiders try it on 4th down, but to no avail. And the Browns are going to get this thing back. Excellent field position. Throwing to start the drive. McCoy.
That'll be taken in by Shaheed.
And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. A good play there as the Browns strike for 16 on a 1st down.
Tell you what, partner, the way he's been slinging it in this one, I think he should be ticketed for a baseball cap and a set of headphones for the next drive. He's been absolutely sensational. But one thing we've both learned about quarterbacks in this league, they often stay on the field longer than you expect.
No gain on the play. And And that will bring up second down. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Browns in possession of the football here as we get you reset. They've got a second down now as they look to salt this one away.
2nd and 10. Headed straight, it's Pacheco.
And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Calling no gain on the run there, and now they'll be looking at a 3rd down.
Maybe I'm wrong, but it looked like even if he had opted to keep that, I don't think there was going to be much to gain.
Seemed like it was perfectly defense. And know what they say? Those guys on the other side, they get paid too.
3rd down and 10.
Looking to throw.
McCoy. He's got his target. That's complete.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 14. Just what the Browns needed there. Good for a gain of 17.
Partner, I have to tell you, just one word keeps coming to mind from watching them this afternoon, and that's impressive. They have been impressive from the opening kickoff, and they haven't let up here even into the fourth quarter.
Clock counting down toward 40 seconds as they take the knee. And they'll indeed take a knee.
So Cleveland able to come away with the victory here.
And it was their defense that really made the statement after the break. They pitched the second half shutout.
Yeah, think about the team that just got vanquished. They did score in the second quarter. Do you think they thought at all that that would be their last points of the game?
No, but what a second half. The